I don't get to make the decision when we're going to play because of weather, but you know, yesterday was kind of a difficult decision just because doubleheaders in our league are it's so hard to win a doubleheader in the Southeastern Conference, and our kids, I'm really proud of them. They really battled through this, and you know, I thought we just didn't execute some things early in this ball game, and you know, I felt like we just weren't where we needed to be mentally, but our kids just kept hanging in there and kept fighting and scratching, and you know, we found a way to win a ball game. So, you know, we made some technical mistakes in terms of the way we handled some. You know, we gave up some 0-2, critical 0-2 hit. You know, we pitched to a guy with an open base. He's one of the Salem kid. You know, that first base is just wide open, and those are the mistakes that somebody like Kendall Graveman just doesn't make. And when we make a mistake like that, it's gigantic because you just don't ever expect him to make it. You have such a high expectation. So I don't think we saw the best performance today by Polio or by Graveman. Those guys went out there and competed their hearts out today. So we had to win in a different way. And we had some brilliant relief performances. And you know, Benny Bracewell just went out there and did an unbelievable job. Holder did in the first game what he always does. You know, we had to manufacture, we had to use our roster, and that's exactly what we did. So, you know, just really proud of the overall team effort.
Talk about stretching Bracewell there, because usually he's kind of a short stint guy, but he got the groove. We had to stretch him because, you know, Holder threw 29 in the first game, and that's another tough thing about a doubleheader. He sits in for 3.5 hours, you don't want to put him back out there, but you know, he wanted the baseball, but you know, hopefully we'll have some availability from him tomorrow, and that's why using Benny and stretching him. I'm just so proud of our seniors today. Well, you know what Sam Frost did today. You know, he's just worked so hard to get us in that position. Porter in the first game, senior, unbelievable job for us. And Ammo really warriored through some things. He's caught a whole bunch of catching a doubleheader is very difficult. And then Slaughter, basically with a broken hand, comes in there. I mean, I can't tell you what it's like to catch a 90-mile-an-hour fastball really with a broken bone in the back of your hand, and he did. We asked him to get a bunt down. He hadn't seen a pitch in 2.5, 3 weeks, and he got it down. Chad Gerardo gets a big strikeout when it matters the most against a right-handed hitter. So our seniors were huge today.
We had two injured players, John, Brett Fertile and Mitch Slaughter. When did you know they could go? I mean, I saw Mitch playing catch, and I saw Brett kind of just doing nothing before the game.
Yeah, Brett was just sick and really dizzy, and you know, we had him with Doc Collins, and just they were just doing everything they could think of to get him ready to play in that ball game. I thought he played really well in the first game, considering. So he just needs to get home and get rest, because we need that guy in our lineup. He's just too good a player not to play.
Butch was about 5 steps out of the dugout after when the right-hander come to Chad, but then turned around and y'all left him out there.
Well, our feeling was about, you know, we got a senior there, and he's going to be able to throw his breaking ball in the strike zone. And a little bit of our apprehension is Slaughter catching. He hadn't seen a pitch in a long time. We got to go with command there instead of a plus right-handed breaking ball out of the bullpen. So we went with command, and we just really we put a lot of stock in what we sensed from our seniors, and you know, Gerardo just wanted the baseball in that moment, and we just felt like it was important to let him have that opportunity.
Jacob said that once you got the man on in the 10th, that it was going to be Frost was going to bunt. If he got on, then once he got on, Slaughter's going to bunt. It's pretty textbook calls there late, and just let Robson do what he could.
It's pretty textbook when you got a guy like Frost who can run a 3.75 to first base. You know, that's big league speed. You're talking about pressuring somebody. They're looking lead out. They look up, and he's already at first. I mean, that was a huge play in the ball game, and you know, I thought we really executed some bunt plays nicely, and I say that knowing that, you know, Robbie, you know, had a huge bunt opportunity early in the game, didn't get it done, but you know, he's the type of kid who you know isn't going to lose his focus, and he's got a chance to do something pretty special in the game. You know, whenever I think about moves with the Robson kid, I always have to take a deep breath and remember he turned 18 years old about 2.5 months ago. I mean, he's got to be the youngest player in the Southeastern Conference. So not only is he a freshman, I mean, he probably could legitimately be a senior in high school right now, but man, what a big at-bat. He wanted that stage, he wanted to be there, and he took a really good swing.
Your late game moves all seem to kind of pay off there. Pinch hitting and the defensive subs, and all seem to work out pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. But yeah, I thought one of the the real luxuries we have is Armstrong. He's on second base, and we pinch run him for Wes. And I don't know if there's any other guy in our league that scores from second base there, because it's going to be a bang-bang at the plate. But he can just outrun the baseball, and you don't teach that, you don't coach that. You put that speed on the field and you see what happens.
Did you know Mitch could play today, and how was the decision made to put him behind the plate?
Mitch was not going to play at all today. In fact, I talked to Dr. Linton at length, and he was cleared to play. But the unbelievable thing about it is, in 1988, we were playing Kentucky here as a player, and I got hit right there by a pitch. And I'm telling you right now, it feels like somebody's jabbing you with a knife. I don't care if it's 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later. And if you can imagine catching a 90-mile-an-hour plus fastball with that same hand, I'm just thinking. And Mitch is down there with a machine, and he's catching hard fastballs, trying to prove to us he could do it. And I guess I felt like he could navigate that. What I didn't know is, could he navigate in that bat? Because if you hit the ball at the end and you get jammed, I mean, that's real pain. But again, it was a nice situation for us to be able to bunt him in that situation. That really worked out nicely.
Did you talk to him before the inning when he went in, or was there a discussion between you two?
Yeah, I just said, hey, I got to know that before I hit for ammo, I got to know you can do this. Like, I know you're campaigning before the game, but now it's go time. I got to know, can you do this, or are you going to be able to squeeze your hand? He said, I got it. I can do this. He did a nice job.